Hi guys, this is Movie Bob from The Big Picture, Escape to the Movies, and The Game Overthinker, telling you to check out ixiestudios.ca, check out their work, they're doing good stuff, and you guys have a good day.
Hello, I am here from ConBravo. My name is Vladimir Stolantrowski, and I'm here with Movie Bob, which for the first time ever I actually get to see physically, as usually it's just a picture of a face. How are you today?
I'm a little alarmed, given recent geopolitical events in the former Soviet Union. So you got put me a little on edge, but it's okay.
Oh, don't worry. We'll make you feel comfortable, because soon it will no longer be former Soviet Union, just Soviet Union.
Okay.
All right. Moving right along, I just wanted to say, I'm quite familiar with Escape to the Movies, but I wanted to know, what are we escaping from?
The former Yugoslavia. Well, Escape to the Movies is named because it's on escapistmagazine.com. So in America, we have a tradition called the pun, whereby you try to take the title of something and relate it back to it in an amusing way. So the Escapists wanted to call the show Escape to the Movies. Where would you be escaping from? Possibly, if it's hot outside, the movies have air conditioning, for example. So you may be escaping from that. People may want to escape from things in their lives that they may be dealing with, and they can go and watch a movie, stay out of it. You can escape from whatever you want. The point is to get you into the theater. I mean, I assume if the site had been called like The Adventurers, it would have been called like Adventure to the Movies. But that's a pun. That's a tradition.
So what you're saying now is, the Escapist is a website dedicated to escaping the evils of American shackles. So moving right along, in regards to the big picture, what is the big picture?
Well, the big picture is popular culture in general. It is the state of things, the way that they are, what people want to think about them. The idea is that I look at something, and this is the idea, I stress, not necessarily always the result, is that I look at something and say, here is a thing, but here's the wider view of the thing. You may think, okay, this is a video about Transformers, but maybe it's also about the deregulation of television that led to the creation of advertising-based children's entertainment in the 1980s. Which was done by Ronald Reagan, whom you may have heard of. He may be before your time. Little bit.
I've heard one or two things.
I believe that you guys had an exchange about a wall at some point.
We exchanged a few more things than just carpentry, I assure you.
That was a guy that we had. Yeah, that was.
My condolences.
Sure. Yeah. We'll go with that.
And you said Uncle Joe was back. So basically what Movie Bob here is saying is that the big picture is that everything eventually leads to the big picture of communist utopia. Moving right along, what we have here is quite a famous internet personality who I'm deeply honored to meet. Your discussions are quite lively after your videos. However, you have a small population of dissidents known as trolls. How would you deal with them? In Russia, what we do is we throw them on the bridge and then blow up bridge. So how would you deal with that?
Boy, I wish I had that option. Sometimes you just, sometimes napalm would solve so many problems.
You'd have gotten along well with Uncle Joe, I think.
That could be his right-hand man. Apparently, I heard he could have used that. There was, when it comes to trolls, the thing is, everyone deals with problems. Look, the internet is anonymous. You can call yourself something else. You can't be touched. So it encourages people who are badly behaved to behave badly. We have this problem on Xbox Live with people trolling people. It's no different from the way things were back in the old arcade days. When people would be at games and you try to come on, people would harass you or give you a hard time. The difference is in those days you just punch them and they'd go away, and you can't really do that on an Xbox Live. So it causes this whole problem. A lot of people can't deal with trolls. My advice is to, let the trolls feed you, because you're probably getting paid by traffic if you're making money on the internet. So if they're watching to hate, they're still watching. And I tend to think of them as a punching bag. It's a good way to work out the rhetorical skills by just, letting them flail their little arms and be like, we hate you, you suck, you're a feminazi. And then you can, just give them a little shot and then, just roll with it, so that when you have to argue with someone that actually has a point or can form sentences or has higher human brain function, you're all ready because you've spent a whole bunch of time exercising on, racist 12-year-olds on Xbox Live.
So what you're saying is then, if you have a successful YouTube channel or a channel on another website, The idea is to have them feed you so you get more viewers?
Something like that, yeah.
Movie Bob prescribes to cannibalism. We full on support this. We firmly believe you would be a great comrade in former Soviet Union. Or should I say soon to be rebuilt Soviet Union. Now, the first time I discovered you upon doing research on decadent capitalist America was your channel on YouTube, America Bob?
Yes.
Where you discussed the disgusting nature of your political corrupt system.
It could be termed as such.
So what we have here from Politburo is list of famous pop culture characters. Who do you think would they fall under which party? The crypto-fascist nutcase Republicans, the decadent conservative Democrats, or perhaps third-party option?
We'll take a
Are
look.
you ready to play a game?
You know, it's against my better judgment, but I will answer questions to a Russian with a list.
All right, so Captain Kirk, which party would he be part of?
Democrat.
Democrat, and why?
Captain Kirk likes some adventure and likes to do the right thing, but he's also not above getting a little while he's at work, in which case he reminds me of our great Democrat President Bill Clinton.
He also kind of reminds me of many previous Democrat presidents, such as your current Obama. Of once he gets comfortable, he just gets fat and lazy after a while. Maleficent.
Oh, now that's a good one. That's a good one. You know, well, I think that's actually pretty easy because Maleficent seemed to have a good head on her shoulders, and I don't know any sane women who are Republicans, so I think that's a good answer.
Okay, much like your Hillary Clinton, she scares me greatly.
She should.
Batman.
Batman is a Republican.
And why?
Well, because he's rich as hell and he spends his evenings beating up the poor, but shamedly does so well dressed in black leather.
Maybe that's where your Ronald Reagan went.
It could be. It could be. I wouldn't put it above him.
He still would have made better Batman than George Clooney, though, I think.
Possibly.
Now we have Admiral Akbar from Return of the Jedi.
Well, that's a trap question now, isn't it?
Indeed. Which party do you think he'd be part of?
Well, Admiral Akbar is an admiral, so military man you would think would tip a Republican, but he also seems a little paranoid, thinks things are traps, thinks that people are out to get him. So I imagine that he'd be sitting in the third party with the Ron Paul kids with a tinfoil fishbowl.
All right. And finally, we conclude with one of my personal favorites, Comrade Super Mario.
Well, the Super Mario Brothers are definitely working class guys. You know, they carry hammers, they wear blue jeans. I mean, really, they would have a lot in common with the political posters from your former soon-to-be Soviet Union. You know, they definitely wear the uniform of the proletariat with the straps and the boots. But then again, the Super Mario Brothers are heroic and attempt to do good and also seem to enjoy their mushroom psychedelia. So I imagine they voted for a lot of Democrats in their life. Plus, they're New Yorkers.
Well, here we have it. We conclude with here. I am safe to say that Movie Bob and the Mario Brothers are firmly supporters of Communist Party. Thank you so much, and we move on. Thank you.